It's Malloy, and I'm going to make a video today. Now, today in this video, I'm going to tell you what annoys me about the Irish people. Now, I'm an Irish person myself, and so I've gotten into swimming. I swim in the sea now. I don't run anymore. I haven't trained in like 3 months. Just in case you haven't heard already. So yeah, they're always late. That's the point of this video, and I have points written down here. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, I'm looking down at some points I have written down. Today, or yesterday, I went to visit my parents. It was my mother's boyfriend's birthday. He's not my biological father, but we made an agreement that they'd come over here at 12 noon, and we'd go to the beach in Bray. We go swimming, and by the time they came, it was nearly 1 o'clock. All right. So when I was waiting a while, my mother rang me at 12 saying, "Oh, we just woke up. We'll be there in half an hour." Ended up being nearly an hour, and so at 12:20 to 1, my mother sent this message. I asked her, "Are you on the way over?" And she said, "Yes, I'm in the car. Greg just getting a towel. Be there soon. He's running around the house looking for swimming togs. I'm still sitting in the car with the dogs. We'll be there soon." Okay. So they came. I think it was like 5 to 1, maybe 10 to 1 when they came. And when they did come around, we did go to Bray Beach, but it was a bit wet and windy. And my mother said, "Oh, it's too dangerous to go swimming in the sea. You might get lost at sea. Remember what happened to that person in Greystones who had to get rescued by helicopter?" And I'm like, bleh. I'm a cautious swimmer. I stay close to the shore. I do care about safety, but then again, I still want to have a bit of fun. I'm still willing to take a bit of a risk in order so I can have a little bit of fun. It's not good to be overly cautious. Do you know what I mean? There's a line you don't cross. It was wet and windy, and Greg said, "Oh, I'm not going in the sea." He said he was going to go yesterday, but no, changed his mind. So took all my stuff off, just had my swimming togs on, and I went to the sea and I swam, and had a good time, floating around. A lot of waves. The waves were actually quite big today. But the waves aren't generally that big on the East Coast. It's the West Coast where you get the best waves. That's why people go to the West Coast for surfing. Not the East Coast. The East Coast is a bad place to do that. So yeah, I was swimming around. They brought the dogs. That's the reason I waited around for them, because I wanted to go swim with the dogs. I wanted the dogs to come into the sea and swim with me. But no, they wouldn't go in. They were too scaredy dogs. They're like Scooby-Doo. You need that Scooby snack, or those wee brownies that they use in Scooby-Doo to bribe them into coming into the water. If you know what I mean. So, one dog did want to come in, but he'd walk into the water, but then whenever he see a wave coming, he'd run away. He hasn't been to the sea before. He doesn't know what waves are. He's scared. He thinks the sea's attacking him or something. So he stayed out of the water. And they're just looking at me having the time of my life, and they're like, "Why is he in there? It's dangerous." But then but that's one thing I don't like about Irish people. They're so late these days. Oftentimes some people keep me waiting for 45 minutes, and then I just say, no, that's it. Oh, I'm not doing this anymore. Like, I remember I was part of a gym a couple of years ago, and one guy started coming in 45 minutes late, and I gave out to him once, and he said, "Oh, I'll do whatever I like." And that was his mentality, and I was like, okay, don't need to go. I'd rather go on my own and wait around for 45 minutes. I'm not that desperate to have a training partner. Do you know what I mean? So that's what you have to have. You have to have boundaries. Do you know what I mean? But not to the point of MJ Get-Right. MJ Get-Right says, "Oh, you have a girlfriend and they're treating you badly. Well, it's your fault for not showing, for letting them get away with that." And I'm like, that's a stupid thing to say. So he's saying, "Oh, it's okay to go murder someone if there's no law against murdering people, but if there is a law against murdering people and it's enforced, then it's a very wrong thing to do." No, it's still the same act. Still the same act. Okay, just because you can get away with something doesn't mean you should do it. Okay, like bodybuilders, like professional boxers, they can probably get away with beating people up, but they don't do it well. They do it in the ring, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm like, if you're going to be coming an hour late for dates and stuff, then just say no. You're narcissistic. You've no respect. Then I'm not going to let you waste any more of my time. Do you know what I mean? You know, I refuse to be some school teacher who tells people be on time, be on time, be on time. You know, like that's too much work for me. You know, I'd rather just say get lost, I'll wait for and I'll give somebody else the next another go. Do you know what I mean? So that's the thing. You got to be okay with being single. Okay, that's the key here.